organic, unpredictable, unknown, lovely, beautiful, a sense of fulfillment. This is part of the pleasures of life and not the chores of life.
On this edition of Daily Iowan TV,
freezing temps got you beat. Find out how students have been coping with this cold weather.
And we'll give you an inside look at a new student talk show that's coming to campus next month.
And in sports, a wrestling recap from our Mat Side crew.
All that and more next.
Daily Iowan TV is ready to go.
I'm Tom Brokaw. For more than 100 years now, the University of Iowa community has been waking up to the Daily Iowan. Today, it's the largest newsroom in eastern Iowa. And now you can see the news every night on Daily Iowan TV and get it anytime worldwide at dailyiowan.com.
Good evening, I'm Marissa Mahalik.
And I'm Mary LaPlaca.
As if adjusting to second semester isn't hard enough, UI students had to walk to new classes in negative temps. Daily Iowan TV reporter Rebecca Hager braved the cold today and found out how students are dealing.
Snow, snow, more snow, and now cold.
That's the sound I make when I walk into class.
Everyone seemed to share the same opinion.
It sucks.
This sucks.
It sucks.
Below zero temperatures froze much of the Midwest today. Temperatures dropped below -5 degrees.
I walked out this morning and it just felt like a knife cutting through my body.
But wind was the real kicker.
Once that wind kicks up, it really just freezes your nose, toes, fingers, everything.
Wind gusts blew at over 20 miles per hour. According to this chart provided by the Weather Channel, these conditions cause frostbite in under 30 minutes.
And it takes just 2 minutes to freeze a wet t-shirt.
But the weather is no science experiment for students walking to class.
I actually put on a coat and I don't wear coats.
Well, that's a good start, but this guy's got it right.
I have mittens and a hat, and then I have this little neck kind of scarf thing.
Prevent frostbite by walking through buildings when you can, covering your face, ears, fingers, and toes, and bundling up in extra layers. Maybe listen to Grandpa and put on those long johns too. And if we could say one thing to Mother Nature?
Please stop. What did we do?
We're all looking for a little bit of relief from this cold weather. We've got Laura Gibbs in the weather studio to let us know what kind of weather we'll see this week. Rebecca Hager, Daily Iowan TV.
Thanks, Rebecca. Today was pretty nasty out there with wind chills of -28 degrees. Starting tomorrow afternoon, temps will finally get out of the negatives, but it still won't be very warm here in Iowa City. Plan to start your day with a scarf because the morning high is just -2 degrees. Temperatures will warm back up in the afternoon with a high of 10 degrees, but they'll fall back down in the evening to around -3. Looking into the rest of the week, you might start to feel your fingers and toes again as the temperatures rise, but don't put away those boots yet because there's a 60% chance of snow on Friday. Well, that's all I have for weather. Hang in there, everyone. The end of this bitter cold is in sight. Back to you guys at the desk.
Last year, Governor Terry Branstad line item vetoed funding for the University of Iowa pharmacy building remodel. However, this year he's been much more supportive and wants to provide $2 million. Earlier this morning, Daily Iowan TV sat down with UI President Sally Mason to hear her thoughts on the state's support in this long-needed project. President Sally Mason said, we're feeling pretty good that this project is on track for success with the legislature this year, but until we're done and all the recommendations are signed off by the governor, nothing is certain. As of now, Governor Branstad has included the $2 million for the new pharmacy building in his budget.
This February, look out for the premiere of Iowa Desk and Couch, a talk show run entirely by the Student Video Production Organization here at the University of Iowa. The show first aired 10 years ago, but has slowly dwindled off since its debut on UI TV. And in the last 2 years, production has stopped completely. Max Moore, general manager of Iowa Desk and Couch, said that the issue of staff members graduating makes it difficult to keep the show running. However, a team of 30 UI students are determined to get the show back on track and make it better than ever.
This year we're trying to reimagine the show, so make it more topical, make it more mainstream, very similar to the Jimmy Fallon show or any late night show.
Iowa Desk and Couch is still in the preparation phase, but the staff is optimistic about the direction the show is heading in.
It's really a program that includes everybody at the school. and it's all going to be just about like Iowa and Iowa City and the University of Iowa.
Much more still coming your way on Daily Iowan TV.
With Dance Marathon just a few short weeks away, take a look at how the big event all comes together.
And in sports, the latest update in the men's basketball rankings.
But first, we'll hand it off to Reed Chandler to discuss what UISG has in store for students the rest of the semester. Reed?
A new semester means more plans for the University of Iowa student government, and while some projects are continuing, some are new, but all plans seem to be headed in the right direction. Daily Iowan TV's Aaron Faust spoke with both president and vice president of UISG on what the spring semester will bring. Take a look.
University of Iowa Student Government Office looks empty now, but the legislators and University of Iowa executives are busy putting together or continuing projects and plans for students now and future students. After already starting into a busy semester at the state capitol, UISG is in full throttle of continuing the tuition freeze for the next year.
We're going to have a big day in Des Moines called Hawkeye Caucus Day, where we'll continue to meet with the legislators and advocate for continued support for higher education.
The continuation of the tuition freeze is not the only student-friendly project. A new program called Get to Know Us is a project where multicultural organizations and Greek life come together and help new students.
Was just sort of like a checklist of these are ways that you can stretch yourself when you come to college and get out of your comfort zone.
Another project that is taking place is the Green Initiative Fund.
We want to encourage student organizations to apply for funding to create either green research or make their events more green friendly, or just if they have a project idea, they can kind of come to that fund.
Another new project is the Master Calendar mobile app that UISG is hoping will take place before the end of this semester. Another student resource is the Collegiate Readership Fund, and that is where students have 24 access to the New York Times, online, and other papers as well. Aaron Faust, Daily Iowan TV.
With these new and continuing projects, UISG has a full plate to tackle this semester. We will continue to bring you those changes throughout the semester, but for now, that's your latest political alert. Back to you ladies at the desk.
Thanks, Reed. U.S. Representative Trey Riddell announced today he will be resigning from Congress. The Florida Republican pled guilty to cocaine possession in November. Riddell's resignation was effective as of 6:30 p.m. this evening.
Just 11 days remain in the countdown to this year's Dance Marathon. Daily Iowan TV's Greta Miley went out to see who is leading the way to the big event.
Time is winding down to Dance Marathon's 20th big event. Over 270 leadership members have been working hard in hopes of continuing to break records.
My job is to kind of coordinate and plan events that get people educated, excited, and ready to be a part of our organization, but not only that, to raise their money too.
Starting early the morning of February 7th, leadership will transform the IMU ballroom in preparation for the big event, which will start that evening at 7.
I oversee my chair and my chairs and committee of about 30 people, and we train and we get prepared to know the ins and outs of the big event so we can be prepared for when we have a large amount of people here in the IMU, how to do crowd control and keep everyone motivated for a full 24 hours.
One leader calls herself exceedingly lucky to have worked with the 11 other executive members this year. Despite not everything going according to plan, she looks forward to what's to come.
I had a lot of big goals for this year and a lot of things I wanted to do, and not everything went according to plan, but the things that didn't go according to plan blew me out of the water. And if this past year has been any indication, the big event's going to be something else, and I can't wait to see it all come together.
Hey guys, Rachel Bedell here. Welcome to the warm Daily Iowan TV Sports Studio. Lots to get to in the week that was in black and gold, so let's get to it. We'll start tonight on the mat after Tom Brands and co dropped their second duel this season. Let's send it over to our new mat side crew who have the highlights.
Hi guys, Kevin Glick alongside Cody Goodwin and Danny Payne for the first ever Mat Side show for Daily Iowan TV Sports. We're going to break down number 2 Iowa's loss to number 3 Minnesota. It was 19-15, and bonus points were a really big factor, so let's take a look at how it happened. We'll start off at 125 here. Sam Brancale really set up the tone for the rest of the duel.
He's definitely a Greco-Roman wrestler in the summertime, real successful before college, and he's able to throw Gillen to his back not once but twice, the second time resulting in the fall. Minnesota jumps out to an early 6-0 lead.
No, but Tony Ramos would follow that up right after. Watch the patience here. Danny, what do you see?
That's right, Kevin. It's just a ton of patience. I mean, you see Ramos, he's bringing him back, he's bringing him back, he's bringing him back. Great defense here. Finally gets the leg in, gets the trip right here. Goes around, and there's a takedown, 2 points.
That would bring it back to 3-6 after the Tony Ramos win over David Thorne, and then Josh Jeva pulls off a surprising upset over Chris Dardanes.
He does, using stout defense. Dardanes gambled and chose neutral in the third period, wasn't able to score a takedown. Jeva takes the 1-0 victory.
All right, so 6-6, and that's where it gets really crazy here. DSJ almost gets pinned.
That's right, we'll break this one down later, but Dylan, that's flips Derek St. John. 3 near fall points, 7-4 the final, and at this point it is 6-12 Minnesota.
After Nick Moore victory, Mike Evans brings it back to 12-12 and gets the monkey off his back, finally beating Logan Storley.
He gets that escape in the tiebreaker, Kevin. He's able to hang on here, not allowing another point, able to finally beat Logan Storley, something he had not previously done. This evens the duel at 12.
After a loss by Sammy Brooks to Kevin Steinhaus, Nathan Burek taking on top-ranked Scott Schiller, and Scott just made a really quick work out of it.
You're right, you saw that takedown right there. That was a final 16-5 major decision over Burek.
Minnesota has a duel wrapped up in hand, but Bobby Telford gets his first career victory over Tony Nelson, 3-1 in overtime. It didn't mean much to Minnesota fans as they went home happy after a win over Iowa, 19-15.
For the full Mat Side show, check it out on dailyiowan.com. The Winds basketball had better luck on Saturday in Carver Hawkeye Arena, defeating Indiana 84-75, avenging their 86-84 loss in Bloomington just a few weeks ago. Bluder and company were happy to get even with the Hoosiers post-game.
I thought offensively we did a lot of really nice things. Defensively, let them too much of a field goal percentage. Aguilar got open for too many threes. The good things about our defense, though, we forced 22 turnovers, and we scored 29 points off those 22 turnovers, and we boxed out in the second half.
It was definitely a really special moment. I kind of just tried to treat it as another game, but you do get those butterflies hearing your name called in the starting lineup, and like Coach Bluder said, we had a great turnout. Ton of awesome fans come out tonight, and they really helped us get that win.
I think we've just focused on coming out stronger and starting faster, and I think we have been doing that last couple of games, and we need to keep it going the next couple games at Minnesota and stuff. So,
the latest men's basketball rankings came out today. Franz Hawks fell 5 spots to number 15, down from their 10th spot in the AP poll. The Hawks didn't fall as far in the USA Today coaches poll, dropping 2 spots down to number 12. Aaron White and crew will look to improve their ranking tomorrow night against Gary Harris and the Michigan State Spartans. For a full preview of that clash against Sparty, tune into tomorrow night's show. For now, that's all I have for you guys, so let's send it back to the desk.
Only with Daily Iowan TV can you get a sneak peek in tomorrow's pages of the Daily Iowan.
Get a preview on the State of Union address featuring student and local legislator thoughts.
And see the UI's plans for new parking arrangements for Hawkeye tailgaters next season. But before we leave you tonight, we hope everyone had a chance to watch parts of the Grammys last night. There are a lot of shocking and entertaining moments throughout this show. Something we don't see in every award show was Daft Punk accepting the Album of the Year award wearing alien suits. Now, I don't know about you, Mary, but I thought that was a bit strange.
Yeah, that was a little bit bizarre, but my favorite moment was Jay-Z and Beyonce's duo performance as a couple.
Yep, well, those were a few of our favorite Grammy moments. We would love to hear what yours were by tweeting at DITV News.
Well, that's your latest edition of Daily Iowan TV. Be sure to check us out at the same time tomorrow or anytime online at dailyiowan.com.
Thanks for watching and have a great night.
Iowa SJMC.
Want a major that'll take you somewhere?
I joined and now I'm in Los Angeles, California, interning for Conan O'Brien at Warner Brothers Studios.
I joined and now I'm working in public relations for diabetes research.
SJMC.